You know, there's something about staying active as we age that feels so empowering, doesn't it? Whether it's a morning stroll through the neighborhood or a walk in the park with friends, moving our bodies has always been a way to feel alive and connected. But lately, have you found that those walks leave you feeling more exhausted than energized? Maybe your joints ache more than they used to, or you feel like you're running out of steam faster than ever. If that's the case, you're definitely not alone. And here's something that might surprise you: walking too much after 70 can actually do more harm than good. In fact, it might even accelerate aging. But don't worry, this isn't about giving up on staying active. It's about finding smarter, gentler ways to move that keep you feeling your best. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't walking supposed to be the best exercise for seniors? And you're absolutely right. Walking is fantastic for our health in so many ways. It gets our hearts pumping, strengthens our muscles, and even boosts our mood. But here's the thing. As we get older, our bodies change. What worked for us in our 50s or 60s might not work the same way in our 70s and beyond. Overdoing it with long, strenuous walks can put unnecessary stress on our joints, wear down our muscles, and even lead to fatigue that sticks around for days. And when that happens, it can actually speed up the aging process instead of slowing it down. But don't worry, this isn't about stopping what you love. It's about making small adjustments to protect your body and keep you feeling vibrant for years to come. So, let's start with the first thing you need to know. Listening to your body is key. I know it sounds simple, but it's something we often overlook. When we're used to being active, it's easy to push through discomfort or ignore those little aches and pains. But after 70, your body is sending you important signals, and it's crucial to pay attention. For example, if you notice that your knees feel stiff after a 30-minute walk, that's your body telling you it might be time to shorten your route or take more breaks. Or if you feel completely drained after a long walk, that's a sign that you might be overdoing it. The goal here isn't to stop walking altogether. It's to find a balance that works for you. Maybe that means breaking your walk into shorter, more manageable sessions throughout the day. Or perhaps it means swapping out some of your walking time for other gentle exercises that are easier on your joints. The key is to stay active without pushing your body past its limits. Now, let's talk about the second point: the importance of variety in your movement routine. Walking is wonderful, but it's not the only way to stay active. In fact, doing the same thing every day can lead to overuse injuries, especially as we age. Think about it like this. If you only ever use one set of muscles, those muscles are going to get tired and worn out. But if you mix things up, you give those muscles a chance to rest while still staying active. For example, instead of walking every day, you might try adding some gentle yoga or tai chi to your routine. These activities are fantastic for improving flexibility, balance, and strength, all of which are so important as we get older. Or if you enjoy being outdoors, consider trying something like gardening or even swimming. The idea is to keep your body moving in different ways so that you're not putting too much strain on any one area. Plus, variety keeps things interesting, which makes it easier to stick with your routine over the long term. And here's something else to keep in mind. Rest is just as important as movement. I know it can feel counterintuitive, especially if you're used to being on the go all the time. But after 70, your body needs more time to recover after physical activity. That doesn't mean you have to spend the whole day on the couch. It just means being mindful about giving yourself breaks. For example, if you've had a busy day that included a walk, some light stretching, and maybe a bit of housework, make sure to take some time to sit down, put your feet up, and let your body recharge. And don't forget about sleep. Getting enough rest at night is crucial for helping your body repair and rejuvenate itself. If you're not sleeping well, it can make everything else feel harder, from staying active to managing everyday tasks. So, if you're struggling with sleep, it might be worth talking to your doctor or trying some relaxation techniques before bed. Now that we've covered the importance of listening to your body, adding variety to your routine, and making time for rest, let's take a moment to reflect. Staying active after 70 isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right for your body. It's about finding that sweet spot where you feel energized, strong, and capable without overdoing it. And the good news is, there are so many ways to stay active that don't involve long, strenuous walks. In the next part, we'll dive into some specific alternatives to walking that are gentle on your joints, but still keep you moving and feeling great. So stay with me. We're just getting started. Great. Let's keep the conversation going and dive a little deeper into how you can stay active without overdoing it. You see, the beauty of aging is that it teaches us to be more intentional about how we care for our bodies. It's not about doing less. It's about doing what's right for where you are right now. And the best part? There are so many wonderful ways to stay active that don't involve long, exhausting walks. Let's explore some of those options together. One of the best alternatives to walking is low-impact exercises like swimming or water aerobics. If you've never tried exercising in the water, you're in for a treat. Water provides natural resistance, which helps strengthen your muscles, but it's also incredibly gentle on your joints. That's because the buoyancy of the water supports your body, taking pressure off your knees, hips, and back. Whether you're doing laps in the pool or joining a water aerobics class, you'll get a great workout without feeling like you're overexerting yourself. Plus, there's something so refreshing about being in the water. It's like a mini vacation for your body and mind. If you're not sure where to start, many community centers and gyms offer classes specifically designed for seniors, so you can ease into it at your own pace. Another fantastic option is yoga or tai chi. These practices are all about gentle, controlled movements that improve flexibility, balance, and strength. They're also wonderful for reducing stress and promoting relaxation, which is so important as we age. Yoga, for example, can be adapted to any fitness level, so whether you're a beginner or you've been practicing for years, there's a style that's right for you. Tai Chi, on the other hand, is often called meditation in motion because of its slow, flowing movements. It's particularly great for improving balance, which can help prevent falls, a common concern for many of us as we get older. The best part? Both yoga and Tai Chi can be done at home with just a mat and a little bit of space, so you don't even have to leave your living room to get started. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: strength training. I know what you're thinking. Strength training? Isn't that just for younger people? Not at all. In fact, strength training becomes even more important as we age because it helps maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines over time. The good news is you don't need to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym to reap the benefits. Simple exercises like squats, lunges, or even lifting light dumbbells can make a big difference. And if weights aren't your thing, you can use resistance bands, which are lightweight, portable, and easy to use at home. The key is to start slow and focus on proper form. If you're not sure where to begin, consider working with a trainer or taking a class to learn the basics. Strength training not only helps you stay strong and independent, but it also boosts your metabolism, improves bone density, and can even reduce joint pain. Of course, staying active isn't just about formal exercise, it's also about finding ways to move throughout the day. That's where everyday activities come in. Things like gardening, dancing, or even playing with your grandkids can keep you moving without feeling like a workout. Gardening, for example, is a wonderful way to stay active while also enjoying the outdoors. It involves bending, stretching, and lifting, which are all great for your body. Plus, there's the added bonus of growing your own flowers, fruits, or vegetables. Dancing, on the other hand, is a fun way to get your heart rate up and improve your coordination. Whether it's a solo dance party in your living room or a class at your local community center, dancing is a joyful way to stay active. And let's not forget about playing with your grandkids. Chasing after little ones is a workout in itself, and it's a great way to stay connected with your family. As we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want to leave you with this thought: staying active after 70 isn't about following a rigid exercise plan or pushing yourself to the limit. It's about finding activities that bring you joy, keep you moving, and support your overall health. Whether it's swimming, yoga, strength training, or simply dancing around your living room, the key is to listen to your body and do what feels good. And remember, it's okay to take breaks and give yourself time to rest. After all, this is about creating a lifestyle that helps you feel your best, not about adding more stress to your day. In the next part, we'll explore how nutrition and hydration play a role in keeping you energized and healthy as you age. We'll also talk about the importance of mindset and how staying positive can make a world of difference in how you feel. So stay tuned, there's so much more to cover, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's keep this conversation flowing and dive into how nutrition, hydration, and mindset play a crucial role in keeping you energized and healthy as you age. You see, staying active is just one piece of the puzzle. What you put into your body and how you approach each day can make a world of difference in how you feel. So, let's talk about some simple yet powerful ways to support your overall well-being. First, let's start with nutrition. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and it becomes even more important to fuel our bodies with the right foods. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." And there's a lot of truth to that. Eating a balanced diet rich in whole foods can help you maintain your energy levels, support your immune system, and even improve your mood. So, what does a balanced diet look like? Think plenty of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. For example, foods like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish are packed with nutrients that support brain health and reduce inflammation. And don't forget about fiber. Foods like oats, beans, and whole grains can help keep your digestive system running smoothly, which is so important as we get older. Now let's talk about hydration. This is one of those things that's easy to overlook, but it's absolutely essential for your health. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, which means we might not realize when we're dehydrated. But staying hydrated is crucial for everything from maintaining energy levels to supporting joint health and even improving cognitive function. So how much water should you be drinking? A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 8 glasses a day, but this can vary depending on your activity level, the climate you live in, and your overall health. If plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a few mint leaves for a refreshing twist. Herbal teas and water-rich foods like watermelon and cucumbers can also contribute to your daily hydration needs. But here's something that's just as important as what you eat and drink: your mindset. How you approach each day can have a huge impact on your overall well-being. Staying positive and maintaining a sense of purpose can help you feel more energized and motivated, even on days when you're not feeling your best. One way to cultivate a positive mindset is through gratitude. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your focus from what's challenging to what's going well. It could be something as simple as a beautiful sunrise, a phone call with a loved one, or even the fact that you're able to move your body in ways that feel good. Gratitude has a way of lifting your spirits and reminding you of the good things in life. Another way to boost your mindset is by staying connected. Social connections are so important for our mental and emotional health, especially as we age, whether it's spending time with family and friends, joining a club or group, or even volunteering in your community. Staying connected can help you feel supported and valued. And let's not forget about the power of laughter. Spending time with people who make you laugh can be a great way to lift your mood and reduce stress. If you're feeling isolated, consider reaching out to someone you trust or exploring ways to connect with others, even if it's through a phone call or video chat. Now, let's bring it all together. Staying active, eating well, staying hydrated, and maintaining a positive mindset are all interconnected. When you take care of your body and mind, you create a foundation for feeling your best, no matter your age, and the beauty of it is you don't have to make drastic changes all at once. Small, consistent steps can add up to big results over time. Maybe it's adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, drinking an extra glass of water each day, or taking a few minutes to stretch and breathe deeply. Whatever it is, the key is to find what works for you and make it a part of your daily routine. As we move into the next part of our conversation, we'll explore how to create a personalized plan that fits your lifestyle and helps you stay on track with your health goals. We'll also talk about the importance of regular checkups and how to work with your doctor to ensure you're doing what's best for your unique needs. So stay with me, we're on this journey together and there's so much more to explore. Let's keep moving forward and talk about how to create a personalized plan that fits your lifestyle and helps you stay on track with your health goals. After all, the best plan is one that works for you. something that feels manageable, enjoyable, and sustainable. Because let's face it, if it's too complicated or feels like a chore, it's not going to stick. So let's break this down into simple, actionable steps that you can start incorporating into your life today. First, let's talk about setting realistic goals. It's easy to get excited and want to overhaul everything at once, but that can quickly become overwhelming. Instead, start small. Think about 1 or 2 areas you'd like to focus on. Maybe it's drinking more water, adding a new type of exercise to your routine, or eating an extra serving of vegetables each day. The key is to choose something that feels achievable and build from there. For example, if you're not used to strength training, you might start with just 5 minutes of light resistance exercises a few times a week. Once that feels comfortable, you can gradually increase the time or intensity. The same goes for nutrition. If you're not eating many fruits and vegetables, start by adding 1 serving a day and work your way up. Small, consistent changes are much more effective than trying to do everything at once. Next, let's talk about creating a routine. Having a routine can make it easier to stick to your goals because it becomes a natural part of your day. Think about when you have the most energy and how you can incorporate healthy habits into that time. For example, if you're a morning person, you might start your day with a gentle stretching routine or a short walk. If you prefer evenings, maybe that's when you do your strength training or enjoy a relaxing yoga session. The key is to find a rhythm that works for you and stick with it. And don't forget to build in some flexibility. Life happens and it's okay to adjust your routine as needed. The goal is progress, not perfection. Now let's talk about tracking your progress. This doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as jotting down a few notes in a notebook or using an app on your phone. Tracking your progress can help you stay motivated and see how far you've come. For example, you might note how many glasses of water you drank, how long you exercised, or how you felt after trying a new activity. Over time, you'll start to see patterns and notice what's working well for you. And if something isn't working, that's okay too. It's all part of the process. The important thing is to keep going and make adjustments as needed. Another important aspect of creating a personalized plan is working with your doctor. Regular checkups are so important, especially as we age. Your doctor can help you understand your unique health needs and make sure you're on the right track. For example, they might recommend specific exercises based on any joint issues or suggest dietary changes to support your overall health. They can also help you monitor things like blood pressure, cholesterol, and bone density, which are key indicators of your health as you age. Don't be afraid to ask questions or share your goals with your doctor. They're there to support you and help you make informed decisions about your health. And let's not forget about the importance of celebrating your wins. No matter how small, every step forward is worth celebrating. Maybe you walked a little farther than usual, tried a new recipe, or simply felt more energized after a good night's sleep. Take a moment to acknowledge those victories and give yourself credit for the effort you're putting in. Celebrating your wins can help you stay motivated and remind you of how far you've come. And if you have a setback, that's okay too. It's all part of the journey. The important thing is to keep moving forward. As we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want to leave you with this thought. Creating a personalized plan is about finding what works for you. It's not about following someone else's rules or trying to do everything perfectly. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up to big results over time. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Whether it's your doctor, a friend, or a supportive community, there are people who can help you along the way. Let's dive into one of the most important aspects of maintaining your health and well-being as you age: staying motivated and overcoming challenges. Let's be honest, life has a way of throwing curveballs, and there will be days when sticking to your goals feels harder than usual. Maybe you're feeling tired, dealing with aches and pains, or just not in the mood to exercise or eat well. That's completely normal, and it doesn't mean you've failed. It just means you're human. The key is to have strategies in place to help you stay on track, even when things get tough. So let's talk about some practical ways to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. First, let's talk about finding your why. Why is staying active and healthy important to you? Maybe it's because you want to keep up with your grandkids, travel to new places, or simply enjoy your independence for as long as possible. Whatever your reason, keeping it at the forefront of your mind can help you stay motivated, even on the tough days. One way to do this is to write down your why and put it somewhere you'll see it often, like on your fridge, your bathroom mirror, or even as a reminder on your phone. When you're feeling unmotivated, take a moment to reflect on your why and remind yourself of the bigger picture. It can be a powerful way to reignite your motivation and keep going. Next, let's talk about building a support system. Staying motivated is so much easier when you have people cheering you on. Whether it's a friend, family member, or a group of like-minded individuals, having a support system can make a world of difference. For example, you might find a walking buddy to join you on your daily strolls, or you could join a class or group that focuses on activities you enjoy, like yoga, tai chi, or even gardening. Not only does this make staying active more fun, but it also gives you a sense of accountability. When someone else is counting on you, it's harder to skip out on your plans. And don't underestimate the power of encouragement. Hearing a kind word, or sharing your progress with someone who understands, can give you the boost you need to keep going. Now let's address one of the biggest challenges, dealing with setbacks. Whether it's an injury, a busy schedule, or just a lack of motivation, setbacks are a normal part of any journey. The important thing is not to let them derail you completely. Instead, think of setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. For example, if you're dealing with an injury, it might be a chance to explore new ways to stay active that are gentler on your body, like swimming or chair yoga. If you're feeling overwhelmed by a busy schedule, it might be a sign to simplify your routine and focus on what's most important. And if you're struggling with motivation, it might be time to revisit your why, or try something new to reignite your enthusiasm. Remember, progress isn't always linear. It's about moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Another key to staying motivated is practicing self-compassion. Let's face it, we can be our own worst critics, especially when things don't go as planned. But beating yourself up over a missed workout or a less than perfect meal choice isn't helpful. Instead, try to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend. Acknowledge that you're doing the best you can, and remind yourself that it's okay to have off days. Self-compassion can help you bounce back from setbacks more quickly and keep a positive mindset, which is so important for long-term success. And let's not forget about the power of celebrating small wins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Did you drink an extra glass of water today? That's a win. Did you take a 10-minute walk instead of sitting on the couch? Another win. Did you try a new recipe that included more vegetables? Win, win, win. Celebrating these small victories can help you stay motivated and remind you that you're making progress, even if it doesn't always feel like it. And don't be afraid to reward yourself in meaningful ways, whether it's treating yourself to a new book, enjoying a relaxing bath, or simply taking a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Finally, let's talk about keeping a positive mindset. Staying motivated is so much easier when you approach your goals with a sense of optimism and curiosity. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, focus on what you can do. For example, if you're not able to walk as far as you used to, maybe it's an opportunity to explore new activities that are gentler on your body, like swimming or yoga. If you're feeling stuck in a rut with your meals, maybe it's a chance to try new recipes or experiment with different flavors. Keeping an open mind and a positive attitude can help you stay engaged and excited about your journey, even when challenges arise. As we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want to leave you with this thought. Staying motivated is about more than just willpower. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your goals and brings you joy. It's about finding what works for you, building a support system, and being kind to yourself along the way. And remember, you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to keep going. Let's keep this momentum going and talk about how to maintain your progress over the long term and continue building on the habits you've started. After all, this isn't just about making changes for a week or a month. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your health and happiness for years to come. And the good news is, once you've built a strong foundation, it becomes easier to keep going. So let's dive into some strategies to help you stay on track and keep things fresh and exciting. First, let's talk about adapting your routine as your needs change. Life is constantly evolving, and so are your needs. What worked for you a year ago might not work as well today, and that's okay. The key is to stay flexible and be willing to adjust your routine as needed. For example, if you've been doing the same exercises for a while and they're starting to feel repetitive or less effective, it might be time to mix things up. Try a new activity, like dancing, swimming, or even a gentle Pilates class. Not only will this keep things interesting, but it can also challenge your body in new ways, which is great for maintaining strength and flexibility. And if you're dealing with new aches or pains, don't hesitate to modify your routine or explore low-impact options. The goal is to keep moving in ways that feel good for your body, whatever that looks like for you. Next, let's talk about setting new goals. Once you've achieved your initial goals, it's important to keep setting new ones to stay motivated and continue progressing. But here's the thing, your goals don't have to be huge or dramatic. They can be small, meaningful steps that keep you moving forward. For example, if you've been walking regularly, maybe your new goal is to increase your distance slightly or try walking on different terrains, like a nature trail or a beach. If you've been doing strength training, maybe your goal is to add a new exercise or increase the number of repetitions. And if you've been focusing on nutrition, maybe your goal is to try one new healthy recipe each week. The key is to keep challenging yourself in ways that feel achievable and enjoyable. Now let's talk about keeping things fresh and exciting. One of the biggest challenges of maintaining a routine is avoiding boredom. When things start to feel monotonous, it's easy to lose motivation. That's why it's so important to keep things interesting. For example, if you've been doing the same workout routine for a while, try switching it up by adding music, changing the scenery, or working out with a friend. If you've been eating the same meals, experiment with new ingredients, flavors, or cooking techniques. And if you've been doing the same activities, consider trying something completely new, like painting, gardening, or even learning a new language. The idea is to keep your mind and body engaged by introducing variety and novelty into your routine. Another important aspect of maintaining your progress is staying connected to your why. As time goes on, it's easy to lose sight of why you started this journey in the first place. That's why it's so important to regularly revisit your why and remind yourself of what's important to you. Maybe it's the joy of playing with your grandkids, the freedom to travel, or the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're taking care of your health. Whatever your reason, keeping it at the forefront of your mind can help you stay motivated and focused even when challenges arise. One way to do this is to create a vision board or a list of your goals and reasons and revisit it regularly. You might also find it helpful to share your why with a friend or loved one who can help keep you accountable and remind you of your purpose. And let's not forget about the importance of self-reflection. Taking time to reflect on your progress can help you stay motivated and make adjustments as needed. For example, you might set aside a few minutes each week to think about what's working well and what could be improved. Are there any habits you've been struggling with? Are there any new goals you'd like to set? Are there any areas where you need more support? Self-reflection can help you stay aware of your progress and make intentional choices about how to move forward. And don't forget to celebrate your wins along the way. Every step forward is worth acknowledging. Finally, let's talk about the power of community. Staying connected to others who share your goals can be incredibly motivating and inspiring. Whether it's joining a local group, participating in an online community, or simply sharing your journey with friends and family, having a sense of belonging can make a big difference. For example, you might join a walking club, a fitness class, or a cooking group where you can share tips, encouragement, and experiences. Or you might find an online community where you can connect with others who are on a similar journey. The key is to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and who remind you that you're not alone. As we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want to leave you with this thought. Maintaining your progress is about more than just sticking to a routine. It's about creating a lifestyle that brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. It's about staying flexible, setting new goals, and keeping things fresh and exciting. And most importantly, it's about being kind to yourself and celebrating every step forward, no matter how small. Let's bring this conversation full circle and talk about how to continue building on your progress and truly embrace living your best life at any age. By now, you've learned so much about staying active, eating well, staying hydrated, maintaining a positive mindset, and creating a routine that works for you. But the journey doesn't stop here. It's an ongoing process of growth, discovery, and joy. So let's explore some final tips to help you keep thriving and finding happiness in every stage of life. First, let's talk about the power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative practices you can incorporate into your daily life. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your focus from what's challenging to what's going well. It could be something as simple as a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a friend, or the ability to move your body in ways that feel good. Gratitude has a way of lifting your spirits and reminding you of the good things in life, even on tough days. One way to practice gratitude is to keep a journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, you'll start to notice how this small habit can have a big impact on your overall outlook and happiness. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment and fully engaging with whatever you're doing. It's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, but mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the here and now. For example, when you're eating a meal, take the time to really savor each bite, notice the flavors, textures, and aromas. When you're out for a walk, pay attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Even simple activities like washing dishes or folding laundry can become opportunities to practice mindfulness. The more you practice being present, the more you'll find joy in the everyday moments of life. Now, let's talk about finding joy in the little things. Life is made up of small, ordinary moments, and finding joy in those moments can make all the difference. Maybe it's the first sip of your morning coffee, the sound of birds chirping outside your window, or the feeling of sunshine on your face. These little moments of joy are all around us, if we take the time to notice them. One way to cultivate this habit is to create a joy list, a list of simple things that bring you happiness. It could be anything from listening to your favorite song to spending time with a loved one or enjoying a good book. Whenever you need a boost, refer to your joy list and do something that brings you happiness. Another important aspect of living your best life is staying curious and open to new experiences. Aging doesn't mean you have to stop learning or trying new things. In fact, staying curious can keep your mind sharp and your spirit young. Maybe there's a hobby you've always wanted to try, like painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument. Or perhaps there's a place you've always wanted to visit, whether it's a nearby town or a far-off destination. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and explore new possibilities. You might be surprised at how much joy and fulfillment it brings. And let's not forget about the importance of laughter. Laughter truly is the best medicine. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, and even strengthens your immune system. So make time for laughter in your life, whether it's watching a funny movie, sharing jokes with friends, or simply finding humor in everyday situations. Laughter is contagious, and it has a way of bringing people together and creating lasting memories. So don't take life too seriously. Find reasons to laugh and enjoy the lighter side of things. Finally, let's talk about giving back. One of the most fulfilling things you can do is to share your time, talents, and wisdom with others. Whether it's volunteering in your community, mentoring someone younger, or simply being a good listener for a friend, giving back can bring a deep sense of purpose and connection. It's a way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. And the best part, giving back doesn't just benefit others, it also enriches your own life and brings a sense of fulfillment that's hard to match. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring. Remember, you're doing an amazing job and every step forward is worth celebrating. Here's to living your best life at any age, full of joy, purpose, and endless possibilities. Take care of yourself, keep moving in ways that feel good, and don't forget to laugh along the way. Until next time, stay well, and keep shining.